guys, Utopia here. So I have been doing lots and lots of cakes lately, and one of the main things that I love working with is marshmallow fondant. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys how to do that today. So if you guys like an easy recipe, then this is the fondant to use. So I hope you guys like this recipe. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how your guys' cakes came out. So yeah, marshmallow fondant. Here we go. Alrighty, for starters, very important when making fondant. Now, for all you girly girls out there, take off all your nail polish, because if you're making white fondant, which is the base fondant to start off with, especially if you're trying to make any color out of them, take off your nail polish because you'll see little specks inside of your fondant, and I'm sure you do not want that. Alright, so first and foremost, after you take your nail polish off, grab some Crisco, and you are going to just grab some on your hand around the whole bowl so that your fondant doesn't stick as much. I find this very helpful. Regardless, it's going to stick, but not as much. Now, I'm going to put it on my bowl, I'm going to put it on my hands, and I'm going to put it on my spoon that I'm actually going to mix my fondant with. Alrighty, you guys, so I have put my 1 10-ounce bag of marshmallows inside my bowl, and what you're going to do now is you're going to take your water and you are just going to drizzle a tablespoon of water on the top of your marshmallows. Now, after this, we're going to put it in the microwave, and we're going to put it on 10-second intervals. Now, you're going to keep putting it back in, you're going to keep mixing it, because the heat is actually going to keep continuously heating through the marshmallows. So the mixing part is very important. Now remember, I told you guys you had to go ahead and grease your spoon, okay? Now when I take them out, it's not going to look like I've done much. It doesn't look like they've melted much. But this part is very important. Like I said, you just got to keep mixing it, and it doesn't look like anything has happened, but believe me, there is something magical happening in there. I feel like my marshmallows still have pretty good amount of water on them, so I'm going to stick them back in. So you're just going to keep doing this until your marshmallows are nice and smooth. Alright, you guys, so when you guys are done putting your marshmallows in the microwave for about 4 or 5 times, your marshmallows will look nice and fluffy or creamy, and this is when I add my vanilla extract. So I'm about to add about a teaspoon or so of my vanilla extract. Once again, you can use any flavoring that you like. Alright, you guys, so I'm actually going to take my 2-pound powdered sugar bag, and I am going to add it to my marshmallows here. See, I have added my vanilla flavoring, and you want it to kind of look like taffy, so you don't want it too sticky or too dry. If you put too much powdered sugar at once, your fondant will crack, and that is not what you want. So I am going to keep adding my powdered sugar, mixing it as much as I can with my spoon. So I have worked with my fondant a little bit, and I feel like it's about the perfect consistency. So I am going to grease my hands now, finally, and get right into this fondant. Like I said, it needs to look like taffy, but it can't look too dry, okay? So this is about where you want it. Guys, so I have gotten in this fondant with my hands. So if you look, there is actually quite a bit of powdered sugar still stuck on the bowl. And that will happen, so don't worry about it. Try to pick up as much of that powdered sugar as possible. So I've got my fondant to the consistency that I want. See, it stretches, but it doesn't really stick as much. Okay, this is exactly where you want your fondant to be, okay? If you feel that when you're working with it, it is really sticky still, go ahead and just add a little bit more powdered sugar now. Not too much, but just enough to where you can work with it and it's not sticking to your fingers. Now, when you work with it, it's going to stick regardless a little bit. When I finish my fondant, I'm kind of work my fondant into a little ball, cover it with some Crisco, cover it with some plastic wrap, and pop it in the fridge. Alrighty, so there you have it. There is my marshmallow fondant. I hope you guys love this recipe and make some amazing cakes. Comment below, subscribe, and once again, I hope you love it. Bye, you guys.